or do we kind of combine them
We
together?
we combine them, although I'm not able to open the like both at the same time, so I'm gonna do this and this until I
Sure, sure, sure.
figure
Sure.
out how to do it. Okay. So I guess we can do the first one, or do you have like the translation combined?
Um,
I've got a bit of
yeah,
everything.
yeah, yeah. It's a lot of guesswork to kind of put it together. So I think we combined it, or I did.
Yeah,
Good.
yeah, I pretty much gave up on trying to do them separately. Like as soon as I started using paint to try and reconstruct signs, everything was kind of out the window.
All right, all right. So, do we want to do this? Oh, finally zooming in. So, do you recognize any of the signs?
Yeah. So from the second line, we can see that the first sign is Gish,
Right,
Tuk, P. So Geshtu or Geshtuk would be the first three signs,
right. Which is
and that's just guessing from the second line
right.
because I can't really see the sign of the first one.
So the first one is chipped out, so we put it into brackets like this. In the meantime, I'm gonna fetch the funny G. Okay, very well.
Oh, is it this G? Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't really make a big difference, but usually it's translated with the other G. So
Mhm.
But
just
I've
kind of
seen it transliterated with the J as well. Like I think as long as we know what we mean.
yeah, yeah, no problem. Just a matter of, I guess, formality. I have no idea. Just like I'm used to doing that, so I go with the G. Good. So what do we have next?
It's Gani, the next two.
Good. Should be Ga 2, I believe.
Uh
I
yeah.
Good. Very well. Then what do we have at the end? This sign right here.
Oh yeah, na. That's na.
Good.
On
Uh,
and so this was we have two versions about one was goop and I think gar was the other one. So gar and goop.
So this version, I think, is
And we guessed it, well, I guessed kind of from looking at the bottom lines, but at
gotcha.
the end that it's goop is what I went with.
Okay. Okay. So we're gonna put group here. Then we might want to have a look at the other tablet as well. See what's up.
Well, they don't have the ending sadly, so we didn't.
No. Is
Yeah.
it, I mean, to be fair, like if you're gonna have two broken tablets, these two are kind of broken in the perfect place where you
Yeah,
literally
yeah,
get half from one and half from the
yeah,
other.
yeah.
Yeah. Actually, I think it gets better at some points and
Yeah.
tail with the other tablets, but tough luck with these ones, I guess. Good.
Yes. But in the first line on the other one, you have like something, something, ta, something, something, something broken.
Yeah. Okay, the second line I think is basically the same. So this time Gashtuk is complete.
Yeah,
Gashtukani. Now, group.
and
Very
I think
well.
the third line was exactly the same. Again, we can't see the first sign, but I would guess.
Right. So again, like this. Gashtuk. Ja. Ni. Na. An. Group. Oh, the group is of course chipped out, I think. So we put it like this and in the second line as well. Good. What about line number 4? This one is a little weird as well, I think.
So I've not got anything for the sign like right on the left of the fourth line, but
This one,
then we got kur, ra,
but
uh
Oh yeah,
and although it's a weird looking ra, and then where is it? Ba, e, a, and then I've got ED3, but I know it can be also read as E11, but I don't think it really matters which way.
right. So let's put I think it's a Maru Hamtu thing. One is supposed to be Maru, one is supposed to be Humpty.
Ah, right.
So I don't know which one it is yet. So I'm just gonna do this, okay? Should work. Is that what you meant?
No, the
Sorry,
the
E
the,
like
the yeah,
A.
yeah, B E ba E A and then ED3/E11.
Right. Okay, let's do it like this. Should be good. Very nice. And the rest is chipped out, so I'm just gonna do this. Dots, 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 and then we see what's up with the other tablet, okay?
Yeah, because I think it's the same ending for like the next
Fine.
4 lines, so
Damn. Yeah. Well, we just copy and paste, I guess. By the way, yeah, the beginning is a little boring, I think. Very repetitive. Don't worry, it gets better. I translated it fully, so it gets more interesting as we go on, I guess. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 is the same. 9 is different, I think. Yeah. So what do we have here?
uh Mu-ni-in.
Right. Okay.
Um it
The
looks
bot?
like it
No.
looks like bad 3, but it might not be.
Yeah, this one is my least favorite sign in I think all of Mesopotamian things. I hate it with all my heart.
Is the base bot tree though? Is just something else inside, or is there an extra?
It's horizontal lines inside mainly.
Okay.
I can show it to you. Rasmus, Chuck, you guys have any idea?
Sorry, no.
No problem. Also, the quality of this tablet is a little.
It's also in somewhat of a different style of writing that I'm mostly used to.
Yeah.
So I found many of the signs, like once you all identified them, I could sort of recognize them, but offhand, I had no idea even if they were signs that I knew. I just knew another form.
Right. Yeah, I think this was composed pretty late on, so it's definitely not what we've been dealing with in with Volk
Agree.
before.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Threw me off.
it's all right. So this is Kesh 2.
That I would like I know the sign Kesh too. I came across it in one of the Gudea statues, the one where he's got a little drawing on his knee.
Right.
But like that does not look like like the one
We
in the
can look it up.
Inanna tablet.
We can
Like
look it up on Labat. But yeah, it's very different from Also,
yeah.
it appears in in a great amount of weird shapes. Let me just try one very risky thing. Can you see my screen?
Yeah.
What about now? Do you see?
Yes.
Yeah.
So I just opened a manual of epigraphy or whatever, and I'm gonna look up Keshed so we can look at the variations. Okay. Because I have two screens now. So do you guys see Manuel de Epigraphy Acadion?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes.
good. Very well, very good. Okay. Again, sorry guys if I'm a bit clumsy today, but setting things up. So cash should be 152 with some luck. So also so you guys know how to work with this book. So 50, there's a little line, number here, and that's how they're numbered. So we're about halfway there. We go. 110. 152 should be around here, I guess. Yeah, 72. A bit overboard. 40, 50, 51. Ah, there it is. So this is what it looked like in the beginning, I guess. So proto-cuneiform. And then this is the evolution. I think this is the current state, the one we see it in one of these two. And then yeah, it just gets very much what the hell? They play Tetris here. Yeah, it's a bit bad. Yeah, and then it loses its charm, I guess, later on.
Yeah, I like the one with all the lines in it. It's so easy to recognize. Like if it's
Yeah.
a mess, it's Kesh. Sound like easy.
Exactly. So basically, one thing you might find useful to know is that the sign is a Zen, I think. I mean, it's very similar to the Zen sign, which means festival, with a lot of lines inside, basically. So yeah, basically that. Now let me reopen this. So, and it's one of those signs that are not written, I mean, they're not pronounced or transliterated as they are pronounced, I think. Some people transliterate it as keshed. Some theorize it's keshedr. So, but we can just keep it as kesh too, I think, for the sake of simplicity. So it presents some of those extra graphemic thingies very well. Okay. Line number 10 is, I think, quite beyond our comprehension, and I don't think we can do any sort of job here. It's just gone. Right?
Yeah, I
Good. I think 12 suffered the same fate. Yeah. So 11 and 12 are both a bit gone. What about 13? Yep, 13 has something. Maybe you can spot it somewhat. Here.
is it looks like it could be I don't remember what number it is. Giri 3.
This is the
Yeah.
donkey one.
The donkey, it is a donkey one. Anshe or Giri, I think. Let's see. I was thinking of Anshe. Yeah, this one.
Oh yeah.
But it's probably Giri. Foot, I think. I always forget what number it is.
Yeah, to be fair, I know it as
Oh yeah,
fire
yeah.
from the administrative tablets.
Good. So I would translate it, I mean, I would transliterate it as Giri 3. Because I think it makes more sense in this context, but it's basically the same sign. I don't know whether they share like a common origin or not, but
They might do because if Neri came to be something to do with via this, it could maybe even not mean via. It would mean like it was transported by donkey, which came to mean something else.
makes sense. Makes sense. Yeah, because like it's clearly not a donkey. Like you can see it. There's no way there was a donkey. I think we should look at the proto-Cuneiform, but I don't think it's the case. So, all right.
Does it not remind you of a donkey when you look at it?
It quite doesn't.
I think it does, like with the little ears and stuff.
Yeah,
I
old
think-
Babylonian photorealism right there.
Yeah, exactly.
Polarized.
Yes, so, all right. Let's do number 14. What is this bad boy? Hmm. Should we leave it for later? Maybe we should. I think it's followed by some sort of na, but it doesn't really look like a na. Maybe I'm wrong.
No, we'd I think we got like the first 10 lines of both tablets, but this is the first I've looked at beyond 10.
Okay. No problem. Good thing you told me. Okay, let's compare it to the other one then. Let's see what else we can infer.
So the first sign we can see, line 1, we assume is a ta from again the second line, and because it's in the same spot, so yeah, we think it's a ta.
This one?
Yeah.
Very nice. So something. Ta. Something.
Mhm.
Okay, very well. This is oh well.
So yeah,
It looks like Nyeshtug Ga too.
Yep. Okay, what do we have here instead?
so an. We don't know if one of them is a determinative or an actual word. Sorry, an or dingir. So I just did an. I don't know about Nathan.
Yeah, I put Anan. I'm assuming it's just heavens.
We can put this on and then see how it fits. Okay.
And then through the power of Microsoft Paint, I think we have this down as gal.
Yes. Very nice.
And then that's the ta.
Very well.
which would be like from the great heavens or from An, like as in the god An.
But the thing is, An never comes with a determinative. It's like one of the primordial gods, kind of.
Oh,
Sort of.
that's fun.
Okay.
So it's An. Very well.
Yeah, I suppose he's got his own determinative kind of built in.
Yeah, exactly. It's
Reduplicated.
sort of it's a reduplication, I guess. And if you put 3, it means mul. It's a different thing.
So
Okay,
does it make it into? Oh yeah, we will translate later. No worries.
no problem. No
skip.
problem. Okay, what about line number 3?
Oh, that was the weird mush sign you found in
Yeah,
Mittermeier.
Yeah, that was the Inanna. So on
Dingir Inanna, because it's
Yeah.
on used as Dingir.
Right. So it's Dinge, right?
Mhm.
And then it's Inanna.
no, yeah.
Now, there's like 2 schools. There's who writes it with 1 N and who do like, what do we want to go for? Is this after the N?
I go 2 ends,
Right.
but that's more like I'm reading it a lot at the moment, like articles about I've purposefully delayed my actual uni work to not look at a translation. And I've seen it written a lot with 2 ends. So I've just kind of copied that.
Okay, we're gonna roll with that. No problem. Absolutely.
I've
yep.
seen that more than the other spelling. I think it's a sort of a standard spelling in old, and that has become kind of standardized in a lot of texts, but not everyone does it that way. So kind of.
Yeah, it's basically I'm using some very old documents, especially for the transliteration and stuff, and some of them still have like 1 N. But I think
Yeah,
after
I've
that,
seen both.
yeah, I guess
The EPSD2 also has 1 N. So my impression was actually that the spelling with 2 N's was older, but I'm not sure about that.
that destroys our.
We could co-opt some Sumerian grammar and just transliterate it by putting a dot between the 2 ends.
This.
There we go. Perfect.
I think
yeah.
even the EPSD has it as Inanak with a final K.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Which kind of lets us know that it's 2 words in one, basically one hidden genitive. But hey, let's skip it as Inanna, I guess. The sign is mush, which means like altar, pedestal, I think, shrine even sometimes. But it's read as Inanna when, of course, the determinative is present.
That's the one that's supposed to be based on the gate or the sacred emblem of Inanna, like the gate with the
Yes.
with the standard with the stuff wrapped around it.
Yep. Exactly. It's this one. We can look it up later.
The gate with the V.
Yep, exactly. Very well, very well. Okay. So. Oh, whoopsie. Good. So going on, I think nothing insightful inside.
No, we have basically the same that we have on the other tablet. You move into Nyeshtug. But I think we thought that the sign after Inanna is also an An sign, just going off the lines around it.
Yeah, below especially.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're gonna do this.
I guess it was again heavy guesswork, judging by lines below, but yeah, that probably isn't the best approach.
No problem. We're gonna see how the 2 translation and transliterations come together at the end, I guess, and we're gonna make one single version. But so far, so good. Okay, what about line number 4? I think it's quite insightful, this one, isn't it?
That's a nin. I recognize that one.
Very well. So, nin. This one is Rasmus will not recognize this, but it's Nguten, Amu.
Oh.
I did in fact recognize that one, but
Yeah, threw me off as well the first time. So yeah,
Looks vaguely like a moo, but how is it different?
It's not.
it's the same sign.
Not. Oh, it's the same. Okay. So context. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, so if you've got like the verbal chain after it, it's always going to be a moo, pretty much,
Right.
unless it's a date. But if it's noun, that sign, it's usually going to be new 10.
Got
Yep.
it. Thank you.
Very well. Okay, then I guess it's An still.
Yeah.
And then another move.
Okay. Move. Very well. Ha.
This one was the funniest one. Yeah, this one
Yeah,
was
I hate this sign.
because
even
we thought it's two different signs, but then I saw the kalam, or
Mhm.
what was it?
Un.
Yeah, un sign and Mittermeier, and yeah, so
Okay.
that's un.
This is the one you guys are complaining about on the Discord. Like it's different in every single
Yeah.
sign list.
Yeah, and then
I've
it just
never
gets
seen it
worse.
written like this.
Because this is Ru, or in this particular context, Shub,
Oh yeah,
which
Yep.
looks nothing like the Ru / Shub that I have learned.
Yeah, this looks very much Alta below.
Yeah.
You can look. I mean, you guys, you can tell me, hey, I want to look this sign up, and I'm gonna open Labat, and we can look up the sign. So just tell me whenever I need to do that, and I'll do that. Okay.
sure. This
Okay.
is another weird looking key, or is it?
Yeah, I think this is.
Yeah.
Is it Ba would be like that sign, but would have a vertical in the middle? I'm trying to remember. Ba looks kind of similar to that.
Yeah, that looks similar to Ba, but wait, I'll find the page in Mittermeier.
Okay.
Yeah, because there's one more line. We've already gone over it. No, we didn't. Okay.
Got it. Okay, cool.
I
It
think
does.
key.
Does really look like a by the way.
It does, yeah. It does.
Copy.
But that's the thing with these signs, is that suddenly Mittermeier shows how different they look.
Yeah.
I've pasted the key in the chat. This is from Mittermeier. I don't remember which page it was from because Adam found it. I didn't. I'm just real quick on that scrolling, you know.
Mhm.
Oh, this one, yeah.
But yeah, that's the key.
Yeah. Looks nothing like what we used
No.
to.
Yeah, and then you've got another Mu, and then another funny looking Un. And then I mean you can't see anything at all, but it's also probably a Shub going off the line below. And then Kur Ra.
Yep. Perfect. Well, this is the first line we have, which is actually complete. Which is amazing.
Based on incredibly heavy guesswork.
Well, it's still something.
And in
don't
no
know.
small part, Mittermeier.
Very
Nice
well.
that the curve sign survives there. I guess it's because it's at a different angle. Maybe they're easier to survive when it's defaced all around it. Who knows? But it's kind of cool.
Yeah, and I
Cool
think the wedges in the curse sign actually go a bit further in because you're using the corner of a reed. So they go a little deeper. So maybe they're a bit harder to kind of rub off and things like
Right.
that.
That's definitely an
Right.
advantage for that. Cool.
Okay. Very nice. So this was line number 4. This one. Yep. Okay. What do we have here? I think it's still the same in Inanna.
Yeah.
Yep.
Inanna. I don't know why I put it in brackets here. Can just do this habit, I guess. Inanna. Very well.
And the
Then
same
we
one
can
with the
just copy
on.
this.
Yeah.
Yeah. So and then what is it? I'm not looking at the tablet. I'm just copying whatever.
So Mutun Shub. It's I think it's literally just going to be the same. So Mutun Shub, Key, Mutun Shub, Kurdara. Yeah, and we've got the Kurdara in the other tablet anyway. So
I mean, I already translated the whole thing, so I can vouch. But it's the right thing. It's the right transliteration. I mean, based off how it was normalized by other people. But yeah, it's a good educated guess. Okay, so this was the end of the line. What do we have here?
going off the little funny bit at the right hand side of the sign, I'd guess Nam.
Okay. So not like this.
No, Nam as in fate, not fate. Yeah,
Right.
fate
Yep.
things. So Nam N.
Right. And then it's the same verb, I think. Mo und shub.
Yeah.
Very well.
And then
That
Nam
was
again.
just barely hanging on there. Sorry.
Yeah.
So what about this?
I found Lagar, but I don't know. It's not a sign or a word that I actually recognize at all.
Let's just put like yes, we're gonna look at it in a moment. Let's just finish the line. Mo und shub, right?
Yeah. And then another Kurura.
So for but okay. Very well. Let's do line number 7, which is this one.
It's something key, so it's a place.
Yep.
I've just got X key because I have no idea.
No problem. Yeah, this is where it gets interesting.
Arad? No.
Sorry?
Sorry, I thought it looked like Arad for a second. Go ahead.
It kind of does. I think Arad has this thing here, right here at the beginning of the sign. Well, this is
Okay.
after.
Cool.
I'm gonna show you in a second what this is.
Cool.
So yeah, it's indeed a place. Place name. Then what do we have?
I think that's a Nyatu.
Okay. What about here?
Okay, so these 3 signs, I'm based on what the second and third one are, I'm assuming that the first one is E2 because it's Anna, which is the name of the temple that one of the kings of the third dynasty ever built.
Right.
And given that
Does-
this poem is attested quite heavily in that period, I'd imagine it's that.
You are totally correct. Anna. And then what do we have? The usual.
Oh, yeah.
Very well. This is very fun, I think.
Could the first sign be Uruk based on the Eanna being there? Or is this a place? Or early? Trying to remember what it was.
It's this Nansha.
Nanshe?
That really it scared me in that search box at the bottom.
Yeah.
Oh. Is it used to mean the city of Uruk or is it something else?
So if it's the sign I'm thinking about,
The
should be
Unuk sign.
Unug. Okay.
I think if that's what you mean. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I
That's-
meant. It's used for that city. No. Or wait, no.
this makes sense.
I think it could be that.
Oh, it means storeroom. Okay.
Could definitely be that.
Cool. Okay. That makes sense with the Eanna temple too.
Yeah, exactly. I think it clicks. For now, I would just keep it as Unuk. Okay. Also because we have a Ga after that. So I think that links back to Unuk in a
Right.
longer way. Like this.
Yeah.
Like the phonetic complement sort of thing happening.
Yep.
I
Very
don't know
well.
if that's what it's called with this, but
Well done, Ben. Okay, let's keep going here. So Mo und Shub. Nice. Kura. And then the rest.
Yeah.
Good. Number 8. So here.
So I've got the first sign written as Za. But then I have absolutely no idea. I had a look at like some of the other tablets in the document, the kind of like master document, the publication thing, and I couldn't find anything.
No problem. So the thing is, I want these sessions to kind of mimic what like Assyriologists and like epigraphists go through when like creating this sort of single narrative, right? So I'm just gonna assume we do not know what is there unless we like find it clearly in the text, right? Now, for our luck, this list of temple names and city names pops up again in the text. So later on, we'll also have a chance of getting to understand what this ZA stands for, okay?
Mhm.
Good. So I think it's very interesting if we do it this way, kind of mimics, you know, the real experience. Good, good, good. So yeah, the line I think is most, yeah. There's a temple name, I think, again, but it's very not well visible.
No.
But here it clearly ends in Ga, and then Moon, Shub, Kura, etc., etc., etc.
Yeah.
So something, something, something. And then Moon, Shub, Kura, Bayad. Okay. Very well. Let's see. Line number 9. Oh, not off.
Good luck.
Yeah, definitely not off to a good start. Does anyone want to contribute to the later part of the line?
I feel like we saw that triple zigzag sign above or something similar. Maybe I'm confusing them.
Yeah, I think that was with Nam.
Yeah,
Right. So is that written as one sign? Just checking, like the triple zigzag is the second part of the Nam sign.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's got like a straight line, a load of other little like small wedges, and then the zigzags at the end.
Got it. So those are meant to be read as one single sign.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
This is what Nam tends to look like.
I see. Okay, but here in the actual this text as we're looking at, it's separated more. But
Yeah.
a Sumerian or one of us would understand that it's it's one sign. So
Yep.
knowing where the sign starts and ends is kind of it still is pretty tricky for me. So
Yeah, it's a matter of experience mostly, I think.
that's good to hear.
Okay, okay. So no luck with this one, right?
So is that something ra?
Yeah.
Something ra mu probably unshub.
Yep. So,
Right. So it probably, unless it's a dative, ends in an R.
mhm. So more or less three signs, then another Ra, okay. Then Moon Shub. Or is it Moon Cash? I forgot.
Mu- I think the Munikesh comes at the end. I don't know. Maybe we just leave it as something ra for
Yeah.
now.
Yeah. No problem. So then we have Mu, Un. This is not very comprehensible.
I mean, though the bit where just the right of where your mouse is looks like a curd.
This,
Yeah,
you
but
say,
Yeah, and
that could just be to the breaks.
and I wonder if there's an ah right before it, but I'm not sure. I
yeah,
might be
kind
seeing
of
things
like,
now.
yeah. I can kind of see that, but I wouldn't be sure, you know. I think for now, again, I'm gonna put X, X, X. This line is a bit tricky, I think, but we'll get through it. And then again, at the end, what do we have?
Oh, ba ER ED3 ed3, I think.
Ba, E, A, E3. So we see there's sort of a discrepancy here. In one version, we already have Mooney and Cash. In the other one, we have Bad. So we're gonna do 9A and 9B, okay?
Right, yeah, and like that, it would be to completely different lines as well. because Muninkesh would be like she was bound to it or with it, whereas Bayad is, I think, she descends to something.
Right. Good, good, good. So, did you guys do line number 10 as well?
I don't think we looked at it,
Nope.
but it looks the first bit at the very least looks doable.
Yep.
I'd be tempted to suggest Agade 3.
And you're totally correct.
Just give him my PhD now.
So we can be sort of certain that after a place name, yeah.
There's a key.
So I got the key. The key correctness we have to. So Agade, of course, is Akkad, the city.
I've always just known it. I've always just like basically left it as Agade.
Yeah, Akkad, Agade, I think it's.
Yeah. But if anybody knows where it is, now's the time to say.
Right. Good luck.
Yeah, I don't. I have to be honest with you. Okay. So then what do we have? It's not entirely clear, so
No.
we'll have to assume it's some sort of temple name, but I can just do that.
Yeah, then it looks like Mu something nearly 3, but I don't know for sure.
Yeah, it's
Would
5.
there be an before the mu, or is that part of another sign that we can't tell what it is?
It might be temple name A, as in is A the locative? I don't know grammar terminology very well.
Yep.
Yeah.
It is indeed an A. Yeah, before the move. Very well.
Or could it be a genitive without the K on the end?
I think
Would that be
it's
before a vowel?
because in the context of place names and locations, I think it's
Oh
more.
yeah, that wouldn't make sense.
But so yeah, technically it could would be grammatically passable.
But I think mostly when you have a genitive, it's written with the consonant vowel sign, right? So it sort of includes the preceding consonant. Of course, in Agade there wouldn't be one, but then in Agade you very rarely have a written out genitive because it would just be absorbed into the e.
Right.
I see. That makes
So
sense.
the only explanation is that the sign before ends in a vowel, and for some reason the locative is expanded with the R. But I guess it's going to become clearer when we go on with the tablet. And we find later on the list of place names. Okay, so then we have Moon Shu, I think. And then some not very well.
I think that is a Giri though. I think it's got that like kind of little circle at the top, and it looks like it clearly goes down, but
Now that I look at it, sort of looks like something else to me. Let me see.
No.
yeah,
Te means to approach, get something close to you, sort of get.
it's also that sign also reads as Temen, so foundation as well, right? So we could be looking at.
But if it's a verb, I think it's most likely a te. Also, this one changes; it becomes teng. I think in the maru. No, actually, in the hamtu, so it needs the thing.
Teng.
Teng. And the rest is a bit tricky, I think. This one looks like a. Never mind. It's just the same. I'm stupid. Hurra. And then the usual by Ed. Okay. I think we can stop here in terms of transliteration. What do you guys think? And we can now have a closer look at the actual text.
Yeah, I think the cuneiform is way harder than the actual translating for this. Like especially these opening lines.
Right.
They seem pretty simple.
Good. So What can we make of this? Let me see. What does it say? I think we can assume this to be this with Anman. Never mind. We could assume this to be An as well. Anta something something Geshtugani. I think this also makes sense from the heavens, perhaps.
Yep.
Okay. Very well. So how do we analyze this line? So Chuck, Rasmus, if you guys, I mean, working with the cuneiform is of course harder because you didn't prepare, but
Yeah, so An is heaven and Ta is from. It's the ablative.
Mhm.
And then Geshtugani is literally his or her ear belonging to someone animate.
right.
And Goop is to place, right? To set.
Mhm.
And the N preceding that would be the third person singular animate subject.
Right.
And I forget the Na here.
So basically, the Na is one of the shady areas of Sumerian, which experts haven't really found an agreement on. So it's not entirely clear what Na stands for. I think Jagrasma describes it as non-negative, as in it has a positive sort of function, and it's basically only used in expressions which date back to older times, and in the opening of stories and tales. So I don't think we're gonna translate it in any meaningful way. We're just gonna ignore it a little bit. But the end isn't it correct? And goop. So goop is a verb, of course. It means to stand. But of course, stand is an intransitive verb. So when used transitively, it means to set upright, basically, to place, to make something steady. So yeah, basically that. So what do we make of the line altogether?
So from heaven, and now I'm sort of looking ahead and taking the subject from line 3, assuming it to be Inanna here. She placed her ear. To place ear, I think I've seen before as a compound verb, that is to sort of direct your attention towards something.
Yep. Gestug. Goop. Pay attention.
Yeah.
You see, it's the same thing in Akkadian. Utsna, I think it's e, utsnum. Shakanum, the verb shakan, is to place.
So that would be a calque in Akkadian from the Sumerian expression, probably.
Yeah, yeah. So it appears at least.
It's kind of similar in conceptually, not linguistically at all, to Latin onomatophoretere. So it's kind of like to direct your mind towards something, but with the ear. So
Yep. Yeah, I think the Sumerians, to an extent, believe that knowledge comes through the ears and might have something to do with this. So it's basically the same thing as in Latin, as you suggested. So how do we translate this? I mean, how do we translate this? She paid her attention from the heavens, something like that. She set her attention from the heavens. How do we want to translate this?
And like playing her focus.
She, how do you say?
Just by the definition on Nishtung,
So she,
putting that attention.
yeah,
I think they translate it as mind. Something.
yeah. Geshtug is also, so basically, yeah. I was talking about it with Nathan, I think, a few days ago. Geshtug is translated in all sorts of ways in different texts. But mind, and spirit, I mean, as in outlook, knowledge, the thing is,
we should put a 0 morphine at the end of goop as well, shouldn't we?
Like this, you say?
Yeah, just to show that it correlates to the Nestogani.
Yeah, good call. So she set her attention from the heavens, something like that.
Yeah.
Now we do have a ta, and we do have the ta in the next line as well. Should we assume that it's the same here? So an gal ta.
Yeah, probably.
Why not? Let's go for it.
Also in line 2, it looks like it goes an gal ta, and then it does look like we have that key again.
Okay.
And it looks like it's key gal.
Okay, let's go. I mean, we're gonna look at it in a moment, I guess. Let's just do an ta. So when you have two, I mean, the reduplication of the noun, it of course takes a, what do you call it? Collective meaning. So from all the heavens, from the heavens, I don't know, from the great heavens. So you say in the second line there's something resembling a kigal.
Yeah. So obviously you've got ta, and then I think you've got that weird looking key there.
Key.
So key gal.
And then Metamaya also shows gal without the middle horizontal line as well. So
Gotcha.
I think we've already seen it somewhere else.
Yeah.
Very well, very well.
So we can probably assume there's a shift 3 there.
You are totally correct. Very well. So basically this line is expanded. We could sort of, yeah, I think it's the same above. Like,
Yeah.
Sorry, do you mean Kigal or Kiga?
yeah, kigal, sorry. Left out the gal. So kigal, you guys know what it means? I think it's actually 2 words here, because kigal alone means like a pedestal again. But kigal, as in great place, basically means the earth.
Yes,
So from the great heavens to the earth.
Could you
And-
just point to the place on the right where the Galche is? It's just that I'm having a hard time identifying the signs.
Methods, so to put the
So from the ta to the one directly to the right of ta is key, and then gal's next to that. We can't see the shift 3, but
Okay.
we're just assuming it's there as the counterpart to the ta.
Yeah, yeah.
very well.
Kigalche. Right.
Kigal. Sure.
I just sent to Discord the gal in Metamaya, how it looks like.
Perfect. I can't open Discord, unfortunately, otherwise on my Windows.
Oh yeah, sure.
But you guys check it out. Very well. So the first 2 lines are basically complete.
Oh, thanks. That's a very reduced Gal.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not
And-
sure if it's this one or we're just missing, like because it destroyed the tablet, but I
Yeah.
would assume
That
it might
makes
be this one.
I have a quick question about word order and translation.
Oh.
In terms of what you guys would think of your thoughts on the standard of what you're supposed to do. Because so we talk. There's like a parallel right between the in the first line the ablative ta and the second line the ablative ta. Could you hypothetically say from the great heavens she set her attention to the earth, and then to keep the second one parallel with the word order, from the great heavens, or from wait, could you basically put the ablative phrase first in both to keep it parallel with the original? Would that, because it kind of works in English, although in other cases it might make it sound too like archaic or poetic sounding, but that's part of the literary quality is the parallelism, right? So
Yeah, I think we can do that. From the great heavens. Sure. So you would say from the great heavens to the earth, something like that?
yeah, just keeping the word order the same as in the Sumerian for right now, and then if it completely sounds horrible in English, we can rearrange it. Just while it works with both languages.
I like that. We can definitely do that. Very well. So let's try and keep, I guess, the word order pure and similar to Sumerian as much as we can. Very well.
And
Okay.
then I imagine line 3 is pretty much the same, just with Inanna at the front of it.
Right, so we can assume it's an gal top key gal share 3. So I'm just gonna copy this. Inanna. So of course it's Inanna, so it has to have a ergative. I mean, not because it's Inanna, but because it's how Sumerian grammar works. Inanna. So, Inanna.
And that's suppressed in the writing, right? Because of the ending vowel.
Yep.
Cool. Got it.
That, so to say, A is a stronger vowel than E. So it suppresses it. If it was the other way around, it probably wouldn't. But in this case, it does.
Great. Thank you.
No problem. Very well. And then line number 3, I think, is basically the same thing. Oh, never mind.
No, we have a different verb.
Right. Okay. Want to go for it?
This one seems weird because there's some endings, like function ending, case endings, however we want to call them, that are definitely missing from the writing.
Right.
But shub is to fall from something, I think, or like just just to fall. So we have my lady.
Do the analysis.
Oh yeah. So Nyin Newton. I'd say like and dot ta because it has to be, I think.
Oh, never mind.
Or is
So
shub abandoned?
So basically, the thing is, the verb shub means to fall, but the thing is, sometimes APSD is not very accurate with the transliterations. But the thing is, in this case, shub means to abandon, and it takes
Right.
a direct object.
Oh, okay.
But the EPSD has abandon as well.
Okay.
At least the EPSD 2 does. I don't know about the version 1.
Fall, drop, lay
Okay.
down.
If you
Yeah.
look at the EPSD 2, it has like 10 different senses. 11 actually.
Gotcha. So basically, I don't think, yeah, it's a bit alien to the English mind, but I don't know about Czech, Adam. In Russian, there's this verb, kidать или кинуть, which means to go away, to abandon, and it basically works like shub. So pakinu, he left the heavens. So this verb
Interesting.
is a bit Slavic, I guess. But, yeah. So actually, it takes the absolutive because it's the object.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna do the 0 thingy. Okay, and it's basically the same thing after that.
Yeah. So it's key 0, more and shub 0.
Perfect. Ur.
And then ra is the dative.
I don't think it's a dative here.
Oh no, it's just an a.
Yep.
Sorry, which is
No
in or on, which is the locative.
And
No idea. I think I know what it means. No idea why it means it.
yeah, this one has caused a lot of discussion, I think, but I am myself not quite certain. I understand what it means, but it's a bit weird.
Is this ergative or is this the nominative accusative thing here with the goo or the new not having an a?
Yep. So yeah, same thing. So basically the A is there, but
Okay, so it's ergative.
yeah, but it's because the U again is a stronger vowel than even A.
Okay.
Basically wins against everything. So yep, Qur'a, I would just do ba.
Yeah, because the e is the mirroring of the locative, right?
Yeah.
And then ED3/E11.
Right.
I'm not sure which way round they go. Transitive, sorry, completive and incompletive wise.
It's all right. Let's keep it like this. I think it's works fairly well. So, my lady,
She abandoned heaven. She
Okay.
abandoned the earth. And then ED3 is she ascended or descended, but because she's going to the underworld, we can safely assume that it's descended.
right? So you see how sometimes the locative kind of takes on a more terminative function. So where she is like towards, sometimes is like into, onto.
Yeah.
Good. Someone's calling me. I will not answer. Good. So we can, sometimes when they don't really put conjunctions, we can put an and if you guys think it's, or we can just do she descended into the. Do we want to call it the netherworld?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fitting.
I read something recently. I'll see if I can find it again because it was really interesting. It talked about the journey in the Akkadian version
Yeah.
and the like in the list of cities. The last one is a city that we don't know about, but actually a city like ran by one of the gods of the netherworld, and they assume that up towards the north of Mesopotamia was where this entrance to the underworld was.
Okay.
In mythology at least. But if I can find it again, I'll send it to you.
Thank you.
Hayes has something similar in his walkthrough of the text.
Okay.
Does the word also mean mountain, or is it?
Yeah.
Oh,
The thing is, it does mean mountain, but it refers to the Zagros mountain. Because the normal word for mountain would be Fursang, I think.
okay.
So I can just briefly say what Hayes said. He says the fact that Kur can be translated both as mountain and netherworld is at first surprising, but this is because at least some Sumerians seem to have conceived their netherworld as being located in the mountainous areas to the northeast of Sumer.
Right.
That's fascinating. Thank you. Really cool.
So basically, this would be the normal word for mountain. I don't know.
And doesn't Ker later become part of the Hittite word for home? Or something akin to it?
Word for what?
Home in Hittite. I think it's I'm gonna sack off my assignment tomorrow and just find that out.
Okay.
If they used a sumerogram to write it, unless it's like the actual like Indo-European Hittite word, but because I mean, unless it's like a loan word from Sumerian, I don't know.
Could be. I don't have my Hittite dictionary here, so can't really check. But we can look. I mean, we can look into it, I guess. So, guys, it has been an hour and about 10 minutes. I would end the session here. And first of all, I hope you enjoyed it. If you guys like what we're doing, I think we can keep doing it this way. Next week, okay, so basically this week, you only had like 3 days to do the assignment. The work, not a real assignment. But now you have 1 week, so it's definitely more doable, I think. So I guess the next time we can look at, first of all, we can translate line 5 to 10, I think.
Yeah.
Then, if you guys wish, you can keep looking at the tablets and we can finish tablet 1 and 2. So then after that, we can go on with the story and see what happens next. And we can get on to the next 2 tablets, which are less fragmentary. So it's gonna be even better.
Nice, sounds good.
Sounds fun.
I like this version. It's much better. Much better.
Alrighty. I'm gonna stop the recording. And I can still wait. Have I actually stopped the recording though? I don't think.
Did you actually record it?
Yes, I have. Ok, interrompi la registrazione.